Hey, abundant parents, it's Leah. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the struggles that our kids face. Sometimes our kids experience a great amount of pain. I'm going to give you some tips and tools for making sure that you are guiding them the best, that you are elevating them through these experiences of pain. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Also, please subscribe. I do post a new video at least once a week, oftentimes more, so also hit the bell. That way you'll be notified when I post new videos. We have this term, we call it raising kids, but we've all been conditioned to raise our kids with a sense of control over their outcome in life, that if we do things right as a parent, if we follow the socially acceptable steps as a parent, and that our child then completes the socially acceptable steps that we've decided are the whole goal of this life and living, of going to college, getting married, having children, that if our children follow those steps, that we will have achieved some sense of satisfaction as a parent, some sense of that we did it right, that our kids turned out okay, and that is a reflection of us personally. But if we specifically look at the word raise, what does it mean? It means to elevate. It doesn't mean to put them down a certain path or to control the outcomes. To raise is to elevate, to lift up. So what does that mean when you're raising your children? I think this term of raising your children, of elevating your children, it means a lot more when you're raising children that are experiencing suffering in a way that other children may not. I think it means different to parents of children who are experiencing life-altering conditions. Now, of course, it doesn't just have to be medical conditions or experiences of trauma or bullying that can really impact your child's experience of pain in their life. There are a myriad of outside influences that really impact your children, and every day when they leave your home, they're experiencing all of these things. Good or bad, your children receive outside experiences from your home that can come from their peers at school, it can come from church, media, and of course there are very good messages that children can get outside of the home, but there's also experiences that can create pain in your child's life. There can be bullies, there can be manipulation, there can be traumatic events in the form of abuse or accidents. I know this is like the most cheerful video ever so far, but hang in there. We're just going to talk about this dark stuff a little bit longer and then we will move on to the light. As a parent, the pain that you emotionally experience by watching your children suffer physically or emotionally it's intense. But there are ways that you can lift your children up through these experiences. And then there's also things that you should definitely not do through these experiences. Okay, so what should you not do? Let's just start there and get that out of the way. First, don't add your own emotional chaos to what your child is going through. You may be triggered. You may be seeing them going through something that was similar to something that you saw in your own childhood, or maybe that you witnessed a childhood friend going through. Don't allow your triggers to add to the emotional chaos that your child might be feeling with what they're going through. Don't give their experiences really simple labels as good or bad, and certainly don't do that labeling for them. Other kind of labels are very helpful and can actually help your child move through things, but labeling something as good or bad and putting that really harsh judgment on it is actually not very helpful. And then lastly, don't try to control it for your child. Don't try to take care of it for them. Remembering that this pain that they're experiencing in life is part of their path. It's meant to be on their journey, and it's growing them and expanding them. So enough about some of the things that you shouldn't do as a parent. And what should you do? How can you help your child? How can you raise your child through this experience? Well, you can show them the laws of quantum physics and the laws of attraction. You can show them manifestation, and then you can show them real life outcomes of the practice of manifesting both good or bad, because manifesting what you don't want is also an amazing example. Remind them that what they give their attention to, good or bad, is attracted to them. And all of this observation of the power of energy, the attraction of energy, helps to show them their own power in being conscious and aware. And don't we all need to feel like we have a little bit of power when we're going through hard times? Next, teach your kids compassionate judgment. This means giving love to the feelings that they might be having, even their feelings of fear or anger or hate, and giving compassion to those that they might be having judgments about. This would also be a good time to bring in those helpful labels, not the this is good or this is bad labels, but those helpful labels that help us define what's happening so that we can accept them compassionately, understand that we do have the power to move through them, and then looking at how we are moving through them day by day. Next, you want to give your kids tools that help them to know that they have the power to become the masters of their emotions, because your perspective, your emotions, leaning into good feelings shifts everything in a more positive way. Some great tools for managing your feelings are things like EFT tapping, something that can be done at home, quickly, and helping your child recognize how they felt before the EFT tapping, how they felt after, and how they had their own power to feel better by using this tool that was so readily available. Using breath is another really great example of managing your feelings, taking that beat, taking that moment to just kind of step out of the chaos, take a breath, get back in touch with our awareness, and then being able to move compassionately through things from there. Other kids really thrive on working out to be able to manage things on a regular basis. Meditation, yoga, binaural beats. There are so many tools at our disposal that are not expensive that we can teach our kids or guide our kids to do, and always reminding them that they are in control of which tools they want to use. So making lots of them available so that they feel like they have the power to choose the one that feels best. Lastly, if you want to raise your children right, heal yourself. Science is amazing, and because of science, we know about mirror neurons. We know that our children are always modeling our energy, whether we are aware of it or not. And because of science, we know we can measure the energy that is at work in our lives. And because we are always modeling energy to others, even back to ourselves, we know that by mastering your own energy, you're going to be in the place to best serve your children, best serve your family. Not only that, but your children will be able to feel your good feeling thoughts. They will see how good you are feeling. They will recognize it energetically, and they will know that it's safe for them to be going through what they're going through because you have it handled. You have the tools to manage your emotions, and you're doing it. And that gives them the freedom to feel what they need to feel, what they're going through, and know they can always lean back on you for support. So those are some of my tips for helping your kids get through really hard times. This parenting journey is not easy, but there are tools out there to help us. And you've already taken the biggest step. You're here, you're doing research, you're watching videos like mine. You understand that you do have the power to make positive changes in your life and to help elevate your family. And you know that that starts with you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to hear more, I invite you to check out the Abundant Parent membership. I host an expert in their field every month, bringing you tips and tools for being the most centered parent that you can be, the parent that connects with their kids best. I also bring in my own workshops each month as part of that membership to help you with self-love, self-healing, self-expansion. This is an online membership. All the workshops are offered and available online. It's theabundantparent.com, clicking on the tab that says membership. Thank you for sharing your valuable parenting time with me. I know it's not always easy to take time out for these kinds of things. I'm wishing you a day full of light, love, and abundance.